Dooley is the most mechanical of our Bazaar heroes so far. Literally, he is a little robot. If you like a bit more crunch to your game, if playing big stompy face swinging decks is a little too drab for you, then stick around. The world of the Bazaar seems to be going through some sort of cultural robotic revolution. While being obviously designed as tools in the first place, many robots are starting to lean into their sentience and demand their independence. This is where our little freedom fighter comes in. Last we heard, Dooley was fighting for the rights of robot kind, gathering his friends and making sure they all have a life worth living. As I suggested, he is a little more complex than we've previously seen from Pygmalion or Vanessa, and is likely the first character we'll get access to who has a unique mechanic, something that differentiates most heroes on top of their different items. Dooley's unique mechanic is his core. It is an item that we believe only he can get, and that he starts already owning. It is Dooley's core after all, and without it, he's likely to turn off. The core is a medium weapon which deals 10 damage every 12 seconds. When it triggers, it also advances all of the items to its right by 1 second. Advance means to skip its cooldown time, so if an item to the right would activate in 3 seconds time, when the core triggers, it is reduced to just 2 seconds until its activation. The core's passive ability is that when any item to the left of the core is activated, you advance the core itself by 1 second. So the core becomes a balancing act of items to its left and right to help trigger faster, or to help other items trigger faster. The choice is yours. Dooley has 3 suggested playstyles. He can gather those friends we were talking about earlier, and as he completes his squad of robots, they work together, synergizing for more powerful effects. He could instead upgrade his core and focus around that, either using it as a powerful support tool for other items to his right, or placing items to its left to turn the core into a deadly weapon. Or finally, he can gather an immense amount of speed to fire all things more quickly, becoming a devastating machine in the Bazaar no matter which items he's wielding. Although avoid shoes or boots of any kind. Dooley hates boots. Last we saw Dooley had 3 main archetypes: weapon, attachment, and friend. Weapons are a common archetype across most of our heroes, and Dooley is no exception, although many of his weapons are really only things he could wield, from huge plasma cannons to various ray weapons, and even a giant robot dinosaur he can unleash. His weapons are on the heavier side of damage and cooldown, so that speed playstyle Dooley has access to will be extremely helpful for these. His second archetype is one we aren't entirely sure still exists, and that is attachments. Previously, these were either weapons or support items that sounded like they could attach to Dooley himself. But as attaching items to Dooley is not listed as one of the playstyles on the updated version of the website, I wouldn't plan on grabbing too many of these just in case. That being said, the artwork is there and they tend to at least reuse that, so attachments like the rocket launcher and capacitor are likely to still be some sort of item. Finally, we have Dooley's friends. From the bomb squad team to the dinosaur we mentioned before, these are typically punny robots like the Chris Army knife being a Swiss Army knife, or Pierre Conditioner being an air conditioner. They fulfill a large number of roles as items, many of them being weapons as well. Combine the like ones together to create the perfect squad of robo buddies. For more information on Dooley, including guides as soon as we have the information to provide them, or introductions to all of our other heroes, subscribe to the channel. We are and have always been the biggest source of Bazaar news and content, so you won't want to miss out. See you in the next one. Ciao.